Clay Swing 2022. Welcome to the Dirt Show, people. It's time for the Dirt Rats to come out and do their business. We are at the tip top of the Clay Swing, and I am so excited because it's an amazing time of the year. I'm in Europe. I'm heading to Monte Carlo tomorrow, and there's so many questions to be answered on the ATP side in the Clay Swing. Is Djokovic going to be rusty? Is he going to get number 21 at Roland Garros after being the defending champion? Rafa's cracked rib. Is he going to be able to come back and be ready for Roland Garros and maybe get number 22? And then all the young guys who can absolutely ball on clay. They know how to play on clay. I feel like it's a lot of their actual most comfortable surfaces. So are they going to be able to be a threat at Roland Garros even more than they were last year and have somebody else win it other than Djokovic and Nadal? All these questions have to be answered, and that's why I'm here on the site to answer those questions for you. Welcome to the show. Well, hey people, welcome back to The Slice. I am in Switzerland, heading to Monte Carlo tomorrow, like I said, so I'm super excited, even more so than normal, about the Clay Swing. Like I said, the Dirt Rats come out, they scrattle around, they do their thing. It's grind season here on the clay, so I'm excited. I think you guys are excited. If you guys want to be extra supportive of the Slice of my time here, join Europass. It's a link below. You can join it on Patreon or by joining the membership channel. You'll get a weekly exclusive video from me about the hot gossip, people I'm running into at tournaments, and just a little behind the scenes. So thank you guys for your support. Also, 10% off now is available to you for Go Sport these premium tennis bags. So if you're in the market for a new tennis bag, click the link below for 10% off. So the questions that need to be answered at this year's 2022 Clay Swing are large. It seems like almost every year Rafa is coming into the Clay Swing with some type of lingering injury from the hard courts. This year it's a cracked rib. I'm still not sure. I still don't know how he cracked a rib playing tennis. Maybe his muscles are just so strong that he was just, they just pulled his rib apart. I'm not a doctor. I don't know, but I do know that he announced he'll be off for 1 to 2 months after Miami. Or after Indian Wells, he didn't play Miami. So that's a bit of a timeline mystery there. He's not on the Monte Carlo entry list. Will he play in Madrid or Rome? You would think, but he's 36 now. His body's probably not going to heal as fast as it might have before, and it's a bone. It's like a cracked rib. It's basically a broken bone. So very big question mark on Rafa's preparation for Roland Garros, where he's going for number 22 Slam and number 14 Roland Garros. Just mind-numbing numbers. If he wins Roland Garros again, he's got a pretty good lead on Djokovic with the Slams race, and Federer obviously. And if he doesn't get healthy in time, what are his? The future's very unstable for Rafa. So there's not much I can really update people on here. There's just a big unknown of Rafa going into the 2022 French Open and Clay Swing in general. So we're not going to see him for a little bit here. So at Monte Carlo, we will be seeing Novak Djokovic. And that's a big question as well because he has played one tournament so far in 2022. Yeah, we're living in like a sci-fi fictional world where Novak Djokovic, the number one player in the world, still, because Medvedev just can't get over the hump and do it. He was one match away from doing it in Miami, didn't do it. So now Novak's going to be he's got 7 years. First of all, he's got 7 years at number one, totally, which is insane. It's a whole year more than Federer, who has 6, who I, at one point, thought 6 years at Federer being there would never even be close to being touched. So Djokovic, just the number one king, and he's still number one. And coming into Monte Carlo, is the rust going to be there? Because he's only played one tournament so far in 2022, and he lost pretty early to Vesely, which was not a good result in Dubai. So I'm sure he'll have a bit of rust at the beginning of the clay season starting here in Monte Carlo, but do not expect that rust to linger. And by the time the French Open rolls around, I'm sure he's going to be fully prepared, ready to go, playing at his top level, going into the Slam, arguably as the favorite, because Rafa has such a big question mark, and he just beat Rafa last year. And he's the defending champion. So obviously, I would say yes, he's probably the favorite going in. That'll be an interesting with the betting odds. I'm not sure how that's going to work. Who they'll put as Rafa going in or the favorite going in, but it's just this is going to be a good preparation for him. Monte Carlo, Madrid, Rome, get Novak some time playing on court, thank goodness, and see where his level's at. But we know he's going to bring it. He always finds a way to get back in action. And after 3 tournaments, he should be able to shake all the rust off. No problem. I don't doubt that. I think arguably his biggest threat in these tournaments leading up to the French Open and the French Open are some of the younger guys that he might have to face earlier on. As we know, a lot of the young guys, their most natural surface is clay. I'm thinking about Tsitsipas, arguably Zverev, just the way they grew up. Now we got Carlos Alcaraz, who's like incredibly hot in the most exciting player in tennis is what I said. And these guys could, I think, seriously ball with Djokovic. We already saw that last year. Tsitsipas obviously having a 2-set-to-love lead in the Roland Garros final, feeling like he got it absolutely stolen from him by Novak. And so I'm interested to see these matchups. Hopefully we see some really interesting matchups in Monte Carlo, but Barcelona, Madrid, Rome, on the lead up of these young guys with Djokovic, because I just love to see Alcaraz with Djokovic based on what we've seen recently in 2022 with Alcaraz. But just the storylines and the kind of the dark horse dynamic going into the the French Open is super interesting to me. And we'll have to put up Novak's rust versus these guys' firepower on the clay. So yeah, like I think I've probably said this last year as well, but I feel like there's just a bigger number of guys who could realistically win the French Open than there is at Wimbledon, for example, or the Australian Open. Guys who I think it wouldn't be ridiculous for them to win the French Open: Djokovic, Nadal, Tsitsipas. He made the final last year. He was half a set away from winning it. Zverev, I think it's still realistic for him to win this. He's great on clay. A few years ago, he was like better than Dominic Thiem on clay. He was winning more Masters 1000s, etc. Beat Dominic Thiem a few times. Those are the 4 guys who I could really see winning this. And then there's like a bunch of dark horses that could do serious damage. Felix Auger-Aliassime, don't sleep on him. Carlos Alcaraz, let's go. Maybe Dominic Thiem gets his form together by the time the French Open rolls around. You gotta believe in him. He's, you would have think that if he has one slam now, you would have thought that it would be the French Open. Even Denis Shapovalov could do damage. Casper Ruud, don't sleep on him. He's won 6 clay titles already in his career, all small, but you know what I mean. So there's so many dark horses. I'm probably forgetting people right now, but there's just a lot of guys going into this season. There's a lot of points on the line, so it's an incredibly exciting time. As I said, I'm in Switzerland. How do you like my new little setup here, my new little stadium? We got some rackets, got a t-shirt, got a book, Christopher Clary book, Go Sport bag. Trying to keep it fresh here. But a lot of my time is going to be spent at these tournaments. Like I said, heading to Monte Carlo tomorrow. Currently talking with Holger Rune's manager, trying to set up a little time where I could possibly do an interview, just get some good footage for you guys of him practicing. We'll see what else can happen. That's why we're here on the ground bringing the slice to you, because I'm just going to see what can happen. So thank you guys for following along. So if you don't, in Switzerland, I'm near Gstaad, which is where an ATP 250 is held. So I'm going to be there all week for that. Geneva Open, about it. I'm stoked to be here, guys. Thank you for supporting the show. Check out Europass if you want to support us financially. We'd super appreciate it. We need your help. And stay tuned for a Monte Carlo draw preview coming tomorrow from the ground in Monte Carlo. I can't wait. Leave your predictions for the clay swing below right now.